Piano-Play-It.com.
Hi, welcome back to another free piano lesson by Piano-Play-It.com. This is David here, and today we're going to deal with chord construction. Alright, what do I mean by that? We're going to have a review over triads, over chords with 3 voices, and I'm going to show you how they're built, and later on we're going to start to build different kinds of 7 chords. I'm going to explain the nature behind these chords and their function, and how to create them on the theoretical level while hearing the sound impression they create. So let's get to work. We have a lot to do. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. When we played a C major chord, we said that it has a kind of optimistic sound, right? But how do we create it? We start from C, which is the root note, and then we go in thirds. Alright, so we skip this one, we move to that one, we skip, and we have a C major chord. What do I have here, theoretically speaking? We have half, 1, 1.5, 2 tones, which give us a major third, and another 1.5 tone. So each and every major chord is built out of a major third and a small third. And that's how you create the major chords. Okay, what happens when we want to switch to a minor chord, which is the more melancholic brother of the major chord? We switch the order, so now we have 1.5 tones, so a small third, and a major third, half, 1, 1.5, 2. So 1.5 tone and another 2 tones, and that gives us all minor chords. So here we have 1.5 and another 2 tones, we get an E flat minor chord. Until here, I hope it's clear. Okay, now we know how to create major and minor chords. And then we started to speak about the 7th chords. And we said that 7th chords increase the tension towards a tonic. So if we have the C major scale, we have relaxed notes, which are C, E, and G, and the rest of the notes are tension notes, D, F, B, and A as well. So if we take the 5th degree of a major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we start to build a chord starting from that degree, we get G, B, and D, right? Okay, this chord, the 5th chord in a C major scale, is a tension chord. Why? Because it has the B note, which is the leading note in a C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Which leads within half a tone to the tonic. The tonic is the root note. So this chord, right, has a lot of tension because it has 2 tension notes that are leading to the C major chord, which has all the relaxed notes, C, E, and G. The G exists in both chords, so it's a passive note, so we don't talk about it. We talk about these 2 notes. But what happens if we want to increase the tension towards the tonic? Well, this is how the 7th chord was created, basically. So we took the G, the B, and D, and we went another third up in the C major scale, which is very important to remember. And that's how we got to the 7th chord. The F goes within half a tone to E, which is a relaxed note. So we create 2 tension notes leading within a semitone towards relaxed note. And therefore G7 is the dominant 7 leading to the root note. And that's how you create a 7th chord. So how can we create a 7th chord easily? Well, we make a major chord, we double the root, and then we go a tone lower than the root. So root, half 1, and then we have an E7th chord. What's an E7th chord? It's the 5th degree, right? Because if we think of E, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th degree of A. So if I'm playing E7, I can suspect that I have to go to A major. So this is for the major 7th chords. Okay, what about the minor 7th chords? So you can basically do the same, only instead of playing a major chord, you play a minor chord. So if I have E major, all I have to do is take the G sharp, lower it within half a tone, and then you get a minor chord, minor 7th, that is. The thing about the minor seventh chords is that they are not as dominant as their major brothers. So if you take E7 for example, right? I have two notes that are leading to a tonic within a semitone. G would go up within a semitone and D would go down with this semitone. And E would stay passive. But if you have a minor chord, then you have to climb a whole tone to go to the tonic. So you have to remember that the minor seventh chord is functioning differently, and how we're going to learn about that in the future. So now we know how to build a D minor seventh chord. What's next? Okay, so if you take a C major chord and you add the seventh, this is the pure seventh, but you can also raise the seventh and make it major seventh. So all I have to do is take the seventh and raise it within a semitone. So I get a major seventh chord. Now this is a beautiful chord because it has a pure color. Listen to it. Wah wah. It sounds great, like the sea, like the ocean. It has a very open sound. It is not as functional as the pure seventh, the normal seventh. Okay, the major seventh serves as a color, and what I'm really saying right now is that we are entering to the jazz world where we start to play with different colors, with major sevenths and stuff like that. In the next piano lessons, we're going to expand the knowledge and create chords with really complicated and really interesting color. So that's about the major seventh. Now, can you play a minor major seventh? Of course you can. So you take the major seventh, you lower the major chord and switch it into a minor chord, and look at the sound of that. And that's the minor major seventh. So you're basically playing a minor chord plus a major seventh. Okay? So if I take a D seventh, for example, I can first raise the seventh and create a major seventh, and then if I decide to lower the major and switch it into minor, I get a minor major seventh. Are you aware of the sounds you're hearing right now? They are awesome. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to quit this piano lesson in here, but if you want to watch the full chord construction lesson, all you have to do is click on the link on the right or below, it depends on where you're watching, and it will direct you to the specific page of chord construction in Piano-Play-It, where you find well-written examples along with PDFs of chord construction of the different chords and the full piano lesson, of course. So I hope to see you over there, okay? Bye.
Piano-Play-It.com. Piano-Play-It.